We're in session in County Court, Law number 2, Jefferson County, Texas. Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. First case we're calling is cause number 330820. Case is filed the state of Texas versus Celso Martinez. Mr. Martinez, would you come forward? Stand on the X. Mr. Martinez, your full name is Celso Martinez?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Martinez?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Martinez, I have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials on the line that says I want to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Celso Mr. Martinez, I also have before me a document that is titled Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And on page 2 of this same document, Mr. Martinez, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Martinez, prior to signing and initialing these documents that I've just mentioned, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Martinez, I've reviewed your affidavit of indigence, and based on the information that you provided on this affidavit, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And therefore, your court-appointed attorney in this case is going to be Mr. Charles McIntosh. Mr. Martinez, you can stand on the X next to our court coordinator, the 4X. And she'll get you the information you need to have for your attorney, and your attorney will be given information on how to contact you. Once you finish it here, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
John Rice. We're gonna hand this here to Mr. Rice. I'm gonna go over that with him. Okay. Now, your full name is, well, first of all, this is cause number 330744. Your name is John Rice, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Rice?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Rice, I have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation, Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials on the line that said I want to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Rice, I also have before me a document that is titled Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And on page 2 of this same document, Mr. Rice, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Rice, prior to signing and initialing these two documents that I've just mentioned, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Rice, I reviewed your affidavit of indigence, and based on the information that you provided, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney, and your attorney that's going to be appointed to represent you in this case is Mr. Ryan Matuska. Our clerk will give you the information on how to contact Mr. Matuska. Mr. Matuska is going to be given that information on how to contact you as well. Now, that paperwork that you have in your hand is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law number 2. Do you see that title?
Yes, sir.
I will go over this document with you, and it reads, following the arrest and/or accusation in County Court at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Condition number 2, defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body. and that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, Section A2 and Section C2. Do you understand that condition? Condition number 3, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of any of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. Do you understand that condition? Now, condition number 4 states a defendant who has been arrested or accused of any subsequent offense listed under Section 49.04 through 4906 of the Texas Penal Code, and that's that section deals with DWIs. And when it says subsequent offenses, this is a DWI second or more. In your case, it's a DWI second, so this applies to you. Okay, so let me start at the beginning again. The defendant who has been arrested or accused of any subsequent offense listed under Section 49.04 through 49.06 of the Texas Penal Code shall not operate any motor vehicle unless the vehicle is equipped with an interlock device mechanism that makes impractical the operation of the vehicle if ethyl alcohol is detected in the breath of the operator, and said device shall be installed at the defendant's expense, with written verification of such installation being submitted to the court on or before the 10th day. I'm going to say after today. Okay. It says, okay, let me see that document so I can write the word today on there. Could you get that back to me? And now, if you violate any one of these conditions, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, you can be placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand? All right. Now, as I stated earlier, you met the eligibility requirements for appointment of court-appointed attorney. And your attorney in this case is going to be Mr. Ryan Matuska. Mr. Rice, you can stand on the far X in front of our court coordinator. And once you finish here, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.